So with that, it is time to go inside out with our NFL insider, Connor Hughes. Connor, no matter which way you slice it, it is a lost season for the Jets. But what can we expect from this team as they could possibly play spoiler down the stretch, starting with the Rams on Sunday?
Yeah, Niki, they're not tanking. There's too many proud players on this team, too many legitimate players on this team to throw in the towel in any way or in any way, shape, or form this year. I mean, Garrett Wilson wants to go out there and play really good football. So does Breece Hall, who's fighting through a number of injuries. Quincy Williams, Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and Devontae Adams, two players who realize that at this stage of their careers, they don't have that many games left. So, yeah, the Jets aren't going to make the playoffs. Yeah, they might hurt their draft position a little bit here. But these players genuinely want to go out there and win and put forth a little tape of maybe what could have been this year to maybe put forth some feelings into the Jets building to redo it next year.
Yeah, definitely Jets fans don't really care about the winning at this point, but good to see Aaron Rodgers get things going. Switching gears to the Giants, a big storyline this week came from a New York Post report that said the face of Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll might not be a package deal. What are your thoughts on keeping one and not the other?
It's beyond silly. It's borderline dumb, to be honest with you, Niki. I mean, like, this isn't... You fire Brian Daboll this year and keep Joe Schoen. Okay, what if the Giants next year win 2-3 games and struggle again with a rookie quarterback? Do you now fire Joe Schoen and keep the head coach, or do you blow it up with the coach and the GM next year as well? If the Giants decide that this is a Brian Daboll problem and want to move on from Brian Daboll, they should move on from Joe Schoen as well. And to be honest with you, Niki, when you look at the job the two men have done, you look at the roster that is on the field right now for the Giants, even before injuries took to them, this was not a roster capable of winning more than 3 or 4 football games this year. Brian Daboll isn't drafting the players. Brian Daboll is not signing the players. Brian Daboll's coaching the players that he has. I don't think Brian Daboll has done a very good job, but neither has Joe Schoen. So just pin it on one side and try to keep continuity for the sake of continuity. Niki, keeping the wrong people in place for years and years and years, that doesn't fix the problem. Stability only works when you have the right people at the right jobs, and I don't think the Giants do right now.
Yeah, so with that being said, as of right now, the Giants are tied for the worst record in the NFL. So a win against the Falcons would really hurt their chances for a top draft pick. We know they need a quarterback. This year's draft class not super deep at that position. So how tough of a spot are Schoen, Daboll, and the Giants in now, kind of wanting to lose here?
Yeah, Niki, I think you can compare it a little bit to the Jets roster, you know, and we were speaking about that just at the top of this hit here. And there are players there that aren't really going to let the Jets tank because there's legitimate talent on the field. The Giants, there isn't that talent on the field. Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence, they're both on the injured reserve. They're on to their second kind of third-string quarterback in Drew Lock. Tyrone Tracy, good player. Malik Neighbors, good player. But I don't think either of those players in their rookie years are making a legitimate difference on the field. So the Giants might want to win games, or players in the locker room might want to win games. I just don't know if they have the horses to do it, just because the roster's in such sorry shape right now. So the Giants are probably the one team right now that right now in this current point in time, I'm not too worried about them winning games. The one game that I'd have a concern with them winning, it's not Atlanta, it's not the Colts next week, it's the Philadelphia Eagles in the finale if the Eagles are resting their starters because they have nothing to play for. Because the Giants' mishmash of starters and veterans, or starters and backups, I think they would be able to beat a roster entirely of the Eagles' backups with resting guys like Brown, Smith, Barkley, and Hurts.